Hi everyone, this is Brad from VIX Lighting Kits, and we're here to install your single rocker switch into your ATV, UTV, Tyrex, Razor, whatever you do to get in the woods. Let's put some turn signals on it. In the kit itself, you'll get full color instructions, including VIX tips, our phone number, hour of operations. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Vehicle specific instructions, stickers to help you mount your rocker switch if you don't have pre-existing knockouts, and a detailed diagram showing all the components included in the kit. In the kit itself, you'll get 12 feet of white ground wire. This is used to ground out all your LEDs. You'll get 25 feet of each red and green wire to run to all your turn signals. Included with the optional wiring kit is wiring loom. Use this to cover and protect all the wires in the kit. This package includes your fusible link, Scotch locks, and everything you'll need to connect to your battery, along with zip ties and wiring loom. This package includes your relay and your rocker switch, color-coded and pre-wired. This package is your cabin indicator light. This light is used to indicate that your turn signals are on. In the kit, we include 4 amber LED lights to be used on the front. 2's minimum. You could use 4, 6, 8, whatever. The load's low with LEDs, as many as you want to feel safe and to make it look cool. In the rear, we include 4 red LED lights. Same thing. Use a minimum of 2, 6, 8, whatever you'd like to use to light up the ride. As an optional extra, we have a horn kit available. It includes all the wiring, the connections to hook to the rest of your fusible link, and the horn button, zip ties, and wiring loom. Now let's get to the tools required to install this kit. To install your kit, you'll need a 3/4 inch unit bit. These are nice bits for making nice round holes. A screw gun, drill motor, cordless is preferred. Wire strippers, these are handy, excellent. Wire crimpers. A set of pliers for the Scotch locks if you're going to use them. Side cutters, wire cutters, something to finish off the zip ties with. A razor blade will work. Utility knife. Test light. If your vehicle requires it, these are body pin pliers. They work really good to get the body pins out without destroying them. And optionally, if you're not going to use the utility knife, they make these really cool cutout, punch-out tools for the square in your dash. From your kit, go ahead and get the fusible link out and your red and green wire of 25 feet. Just go ahead and separate it out, lay it all out, and get 2 the little red butt connectors out. I'm going to show you on this short piece of wire. Take your full length 25 foot of green wire, lay it out, meet the middle, the ends together, pull it up until you find the middle. Once you've done that, cut them, use your strippers to strip the wire back. Half the length of your butt connector. So it goes in halfway. Twist the 2 ends together. Put it on your butt connector. Make sure it's all the way installed. Use your crimpers to crimp just the side of the wires that you put in. So now you should have a crimped Y with 12.5 feet of wire hanging out either end. Do that for your left and your right side of red and green wires. In your kit, go ahead and locate your single rocker switch, your install sticker, and your cabin indicator light. You'll want to decide on a suitable location to install the switch itself in the dash. Behind it, you need to make sure you have at least 2 to 3 inches of space from here to here to clear all the wiring. Once you've done that, place your sticker on the dash, square it up centered where you want, and then find a suitable location to drill your 3/4 inch hole. Mark that with a grease pencil or a piece of masking tape, I recommend somewhere down low, not up on the dash itself. This LED is really bright, it'll blind you at night. You just want to know that it works. Go ahead and once you've decided where you want to mount your switches, pull your dash apart. Now that you removed your dash and assured that you have your 2 to 3 inches behind the dash to clear the switch and the wiring, you're going to want to mount your switch. If you don't have a pre-described knockout or a cool tool like I do, you're going to want to take a small bit, something around 1/4 inch, and drill the 4 corners out, making sure that you stay inside of the sticker. If you get out into the sticker, you'll see it damage on the dash. Once you've drilled the 4 corners out, you can take a small coping saw, cut it out by hand, or carefully take your time with the razor blade and cut between each corners. Once you've done that, you can finish the corners out with a small file, triangle file, bastard file, whatever's appropriate. Just as long as your switch fits in nice and easy. On the back of it, there's these little wings that click out and will help to engage the dash. Once you have your hole cut out, go ahead and route your wires through in a nice safe space so they don't bind on the steering or get bound anywhere. Make sure you plug your switch in right side up. You don't want to have to pull this back out. And then just in the hole, give it a nice firm press. Should click in there. Make sure it has free options. Now let's go hook up the relay. So now that you've mounted your single rocker switch in the dash and mounted your turn signal indicator cabin light down somewhere out of the way so the light doesn't distract you, run your wiring and loom safely, clearing the steering column and suspension, and find a suitable location to mount your relay. Make sure you have plenty of room underneath it and it's not going to get splashed by water. I went ahead and pre-drilled my holes here. Once you've done that, take your 25 feet that you've cut in half and added the terminal. This will be the left side. And we're just going to go ahead and crimp that onto our main harness. Helps if you twist the wires up, it keeps them bundled together. Fully insert it to your butt connector. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze like you're making orange juice. And give it a tug, make sure there's a good mechanical connection there. Go ahead and do that for your red wire on your right side. Now your yellow wire is the load. Take the yellow wire and hook it to the L position on the turn signal relay. Then take your blue wire, which is the pilot light, that comes down to your cabin light, the marker light, and hook that to the P position on your little blue flasher relay. You want to hook your ground wires up. You can hook your ground to your light somewhere down away from itself. Hook all these up and make sure you have a good spot to mount your relay. Now go ahead and choose a location with great visibility. Mark out 2 even spots side by side at a minimum, 4, 6, or 8, whatever your liking is, for your front indicator lights. Now in your front marker light kit, you'll have 2 lights, butt connectors, self-tapping screws, and loop terminals to terminate everything. Take your 3/4 inch uni bit, drill all the way through. A utility knife is handy to come around and trim the excess off the back. Once you have all the flash cleared from your hole, push your wires through. My preferred way is to pull the grommet off, stick the grommet into the hole, work it into the little groove. The plastic fits in the channel. You can help to lubricate this with a little bit of spit or just plug it right on in. Now that we've installed our LED light in a suitable position and safely ran our wire and our loom, we're on the front passenger corner, so it'll be our red wire. White's ground. Go ahead and strip it back. Terminate the end with the loop terminal. Again, I would recommend pre-drilling a hole in a suitable location and scraping the excess paint off. Take your included self-tapping bit, send her on home. Don't break it off. Snug is good. Doesn't hold the vehicle together. Now the black is your hot wire. It's the same thing. We're going to take and strip that back. Half the length of your butt connector. Going to lay in our wire, leaving a little bit of slack. Cut. Strip. Again, take the included butt connector. Your crimpers. Let's go on the first half of your crimpers. Make sure it's all the way in. Squeeze it down good. Move your crimpers over. It'll help hold the wire in place for you. Black wire, make sure it's all the way down in there. Crimp it in. Make sure you have a good, nice mechanical. Then run your wiring loom. That's why I left it long here. Run it back over the self, back up to your light, and tape it all up. So make sure all your wires are tucked out of the way so the hinge action of the hood doesn't pinch anything. They can't get in the suspension, wheels, or steering. Use the zip ties, electrical tape, and make sure everything is clean, neat, tidied up, ready to rock and roll. Now the fun part is, we need to find power. So you want to go around in your fuse box. Mine's marked accessory, real easy to find. Hook your test light to ground. Make sure nothing's on. If I reach up and turn my key on, now I have light, and while we're in here, turn it off, key goes off. You want to make sure you have keyed on power so that way nothing stays on. In your fusible link kit, you will get the fusible link, Scotch locks, butt connectors, and terminal ends, depending on how you would like to hook it up to your application. One method is taking a Scotch lock, going over the wire, adding a second wire in the second channel, pressing this down in with your pliers, and locking this over the top. This is the quickest, sturdiest, not the preferred method. The preferred method would be to hook to an actual terminal, or as we're going to do here, splice in to our accessory power. Now that you've ran your 12-volt switch power and fusible link, hook that to the X terminal on your relay. Recapping, your cabin indicator light is the blue wire coming up to the P terminal on your relay. The yellow wire comes from your rocker switch, goes to the L terminal on your relay. Make sure your cabin light indicator light is grounded. Your rocker switch is grounded. Double check all your wiring. Remember, white is ground, black goes to your red or your green wires. Make sure everything's installed correctly. And at this point, install your 10 amp fuse. Now that you've double checked your wiring and put your fuse in, it's for the moment of truth. Let's turn the key to the on position. All right, turn, it's flashing at the switch. Our turn signal indicator's flashing down there. There's left turn. Go around the four corners of your vehicle and make sure it works on all corners. Well, I hope that covers all your questions about installing your VIX light kit on your side-by-side or UTV. Again, if you have any questions, please give us a call. We're happy to help you.